Terriers boss, Bobby Wilkinson, your reaction to tonight's result?
Disappointed with the result in the end, and the manner of the second half, because I thought first half we were outstanding, and then second half we conceded a sloppy goal, and then it was like a panic set in from a team that are near the bottom, and a little bit frustrating. But like I just said to the boys there, we've just taken 6 points out of 9. We brought ourselves back into the mix, so the week's been good to a point, but then, if you can't win it, don't lose it. But yeah, it's a frustrating one to take because of how brilliant we were first half, and then didn't really play well in the second half. They dropped off, and then we said to the boys, then we need to pass the ball a lot more, but it looked like a few of them were panicking in that second half, but they have to regroup and go again.
A good first half, as you say, and a good goal.
Fantastic goal. Great first half. We've had 3 games here, and we've just played brilliant for 2.5 games, haven't we? And that's the frustrating. And then we switched off with that last half out of 3 games, and that's why we're all disappointed tonight. It won't define anything. We've still taken 6 points out of 9, but we're disappointed when we could have got out that bottom 4 today with that to win it today. But nothing's changed. We have to now regroup and go again.
You're saying about the equaliser was sloppy. I guess you're thinking you could have prevented him. From his perspective, it was quite a good strike, but no opportunity to stop him, I guess.
Yeah, well, we could have stopped him up here, couldn't we, as well? There's always 2-3 phases of play, isn't there? They've scored their goal. Even with the penalty save, no one followed it in. He's got in front, because did we really believe he was going to save it? It's a great save, but no one followed in. But listen, it's always ifs and buts, isn't it? When you lose a game. We've gone 2.5 games of playing really well. We got 6 points out of 9. We got closer to where we were a week ago, and that's the bit where I've just said, now you've got to regroup, and now you need to go again and pick up another 6 points in your next 3 games. Let me say one thing, nothing's going to change. It's going to be a roller coaster all the way to the final game of the season. I heard so many people in the last 24 hours, oh, it's a 6-pointer. It was 3 points. We've dropped 3 points out of 9. But we're closer to where we were 10 days ago, so we have to regroup and start to believe. I see a lot a few weeks ago when Ebbsfleet beat us, oh, we're not going to stay up, and then the belief has come back. That's the bit where I'm talking roller coaster. We're going to stay up if we keep believing and we keep staying together. And people might think that's a broken record when I keep saying the word believe. Well, listen, there's a lot of points to play for, and we're closer than where we were 10 days ago. So we have to regroup, re-energise and go again.
Had it stayed at 1-0, you would have moved out of the bottom 4. I mean, that must be a little bit annoying.
Yeah, of course, we're frustrated. We're really disappointed. I'm not going to come in here and say we're not disappointed. That's an opportunity wasted to get out that bottom 4, wasn't it? We got here before, about 6 weeks ago, where we won the 4 out of 5, and then everyone believed that we were going to do it, and we didn't. We went on that run of not winning games. We got back to winning games, and then we wasted an opportunity to get out again. But guess what? Now we've got to do it again, and you've got to keep going. You've got to keep believing as a group, as a we. Let's not dwell on it. We're going to be disappointed tonight, but we've got to go again, haven't we? I'm so disappointed because we had that opportunity, but we didn't. And like I said at the start of this interview, I'm more frustrated where it went 1-1. If you can't win it, don't lose it. But the panic set in for where we are in the league, didn't it? It was like the defenders didn't want to keep it. We didn't want to make that extra pass. They dropped off. We went direct, and we've never told them to do that. First half, we played in great areas, didn't we? And look what happened. And then they dropped off. And then, you've got to play that extra pass. And we didn't, but as a group, as a we take it together. We missed an opportunity of getting out, but guess what? We're here to give ourselves an opportunity to get out, and that's what people got to realise. guys. We're here and we've got an opportunity. Results go our way Saturday, and we win Saturday, we're out. So let's not start now going, we've mucked up. Listen, the boys just didn't play well in the second half. Now we regroup and go again.
Penalty conceded, an equaliser offside. No complaints about those decisions?
Their penalty was a blatant penalty. We've left the leg out. But then it comes back to that. Scott Reese, the last 4 games, has been outstanding. So I'm not then going to start having a go at him because he caused the penalty. That's a little bit disappointing because they haven't had to earn the penalty. But the first phase and the second phase, how they got to the penalty was frustrating. But everyone will just look at it as a penalty, won't they? And I understand that as well. Frustrating night for us because we were there, weren't we, to get out, and it would have just been brilliant for the club if we could have got out. Well, guess what? If I didn't get out tonight, we'll get out next week. We don't get out next week, we'll get out the week after. Let's stay positive. Let's stay as a group because these boys believe and I believe, and we're going to keep working extremely hard.
Trip to Hemel on Saturday. Will you have any players coming back from injury?
We're not sure because Tom's come off with his hamstring. Rosie's come off with his hamstring. Rosie could hardly run in the last 25 minutes, but I left him on because he might have got a goal. So that was frustrating as well. But no, we'll regroup on Thursday as a together, and we'll go to Hemel and we'll certainly give our best. And if we can play like we have for 2.5 games, every 3 games, and pick up 6 points, you'll get out quite comfortable. So that's the fine margins that we've got to do. Keep playing well, see if you can pick up some more points.